pack here. I'm back with another one. So I'm actually doing my first video on Tower of Eternity. Now, if you guys don't know how this game will work, it's basically like a survival type thing. So what happens is just that every floor you will go up against an enemy, and then it will just keep going to where the next floor is a reward floor, as you can see here. So it'll be fight an enemy, then the next floor you go to, then it's rewards. Fight an enemy, next floor you go to, then you get your reward. So it's just kind of how it works. And as I said, you keep advancing, the enemies that you go up against, they get a lot more harder and harder to go. They're a lot more harder, a lot more tankier, and do a lot more damage. And so that's why you want to pay attention to the enemy's power overall. And what happens is that once your units die, they die. They don't come back at all, no matter like where they are. They just die completely, and then it resets every day. That this mode resets, and you'll be able to continue like completely fresh for wherever floor you left off on with all your units. So that's kind of how it works. So basically, like a survival type thing. So this is the team that I'm going to be trying to use to take on level 29, because this is where I kind of started struggling. I was struggling on the last stage, where I was going up against the first time they brought Sakura into the rotation. I think she's in this count and on this floor as well. She's actually kind of annoying because of all the healing and stuff that she has. So yeah, this is the team the squad I'm going to be bringing to try and take down Saratobi, the third Okage here, and just trying to completely just demolish this stage pretty much. I did actually pull the boy Gara. I mean, my Gara video is probably going to be out for like 3 days now by the time you guys see this. So there's that. So I don't particularly think that he's just going to make this game all like this floor a lot easier for me, but no, he is gonna make it a little bit more easier, because I did not have like a pretty solid tank. Like Choji's good, but he's not he can tank, but not like on these harder stages. His tanking is just kind of meh, because he doesn't really have that much in his kit to give him a lot of like crazy tanking viability. But there's that. So overall, let's just hop in. Let's just take a look at this floor. Let's just see how hard it is, this floor. I think this is definitely probably my favorite game mode, by the way. Just keep it at it, just because I do like the challenge that it does provide overall. So everything else in the game is kind of just meh when it comes to the challenge side. Maybe raids a little bit, but this I really do like the challenge that this provides. So now talking, let's hop in. Let's just go into floor 29. Let's see if we can take this floor down. I don't even care if I lose, to be honest. What's going on? So I actually did unlock Tower of Eternity just about a week ago, by the way, so I'm not completely new to this. I just wanted to wait until I got to a harder stage where I was actually struggling to actually do a video on it, because I think it'll be more fun if it's a stage where I'm actually struggling a little bit. So here's the starting rotation I start off with. Pretty bad rotation, to be honest. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and just use Boruto here. Yeah, I did use Boruto, because if I use Boruto here, he's gonna be aligned up on the rotation that I want him to be on with Naruto and Kiba. So next time we see Boruto, he's gonna be on the right rotation that I want him to be on. So there's that. So Mitsuki definitely. I think Mitsuki, without a doubt, is probably one of the MVPs for Tower of Eternity. Like the fact that Mitsuki just gives like a defensive debuff to the whole team permanently for the rest of the match, and he just got his paralyzed off there with his normal attack. So we just threw off the computer's rotation really heavily. So really good there. But yeah, the fact that Mitsuki just gives a permanent like damage debuff for the rest of the match just for being on the team, like it's just crazy, bro. It doesn't have to be on rotation, just nothing, just for having him there for the rest of the match. Your enemy just takes us however, depending how far you're leveled up with his with his fourth skill there, they would just have a massive defensive debuff there. Personally, where I'm at, how far I have them leveled up and how far I have his skill leveled up, it's a 30% damage decrease or damage debuff to the enemy. So all around, it just makes it for a lot more smoother experience, especially for your attackers, because they're going to just be able to output a lot more damage with Mitsuki's debuff. So definitely think Mitsuki for Tower of Eternity is like an MVP unit, MVP without a doubt. I don't even think there's much of an argument there. Any chance I can, like that, those debuffs are just too good, man. They're just too good. Like it's just like I don't think there's any like that's why I hold him in such high regard as a rare. When you combine the paralyze, the fact that he's an AOE unit on top of it's just so much that Mitsuki does. It's just amazing. I definitely think he's still probably, I don't know, I want to say that he still is probably the best rare from all the rares I tested out. So here we are. I'm trying to take out Sakura here because Sakura is honestly really annoying. I think she's out here. Whip out, yeah, because you want to take out Sakura, in my personal opinion, when you get to these hard stages, because she heals literally like every 2 turns. Every time she comes back on rotation after that first rotation, she just continues to keep healing and keep healing and keep healing. Now, it's not as bad with Mitsuki as well, because Mitsuki does have an AoE attack, and his AoE attack nullifies, I think, health increase by 50% for 5 turns, but that like it's still depending on, like, that's why I said with RNG it can be kind of messed up, because if you get Mitsuki like in a bad rotation, it might be a while before you able to even get his special ninjutsu where you can even get that to activate. So all around, I think Sakura is probably the most annoying just because of that healing. I just felt like she was, like, last time around she was the most annoying when I was on my lower stages, because the stage before this I was struggling a little bit too, so there's that. Personally, that's why I just was putting most of my priority. Ooh, most of my priority in the beginning. Sorry, Dan. God damn it, boy. Your boy just woke up and stuff. So, really early and doing all these late night recording sessions. Well, early morning, late night recording sessions. Whatever. You guys know what I mean. So, yeah. So, this guy does a lot of damage when his health is below 50 and when the ally is dead. Didn't get the kill there, but we still were able to knock off a good amount of size health there. Definitely not too threatened by side. This is not gonna do. Yeah. So, guard did get off one of his special ninjutsu, right? Because I know when he does, he makes the team take, like, he increases their guard rate, so everybody should be able to tank a little bit more, especially if they're going up against a unit where they have type advantage. So all right, really good. Oh wait, or didn't he get it off? I can't really remember. Well, at least I know for sure Gar got off his sand barrier here, which is really good. So now everybody else on the team is going to be a lot more tankier. Really good around. Here, Mitsuki just doing what he does. AoE move. Now, this is the reason why I run Mitsuki and Sadara on the same rotation together always, just because they both have AoE moves. So, really good. You'll be able to get the burn off of Sadara off of one rotation. Then you'll be able to get the reduction to health increase by 50% with Mitsuki with his AoE move. I know it does something else, but I can't remember off the top of my head. So Gar really coming in clutch there, because he tanked that Rasen Shuriken from that Naruto, and that Naruto's Rasen Shuriken does a lot of damage. So we really know needed that tank to come through when it came to Gar. So Gar coming through, just doing what he does. Now here I was kind of iffy of who I wanted to go next, because I'm trying to play it smart here. Didn't know if I wanted to go for a Konohamaru or Hiruzen, but I decided I was just gonna go for the third Hokage, sorry, Hiruzen, just because I feel like his health is just a smudge little bit lower. So I feel like we can go ahead and try and see if we can get the kill, and we did actually get that to happen. So really all around. So far, like, okay. So even though we just did give 2 of our characters body, but their health was on 0 from that last rotation, all those burns, but even though that happened, we are still going. This is going a lot more smoothly versus how it went last time, I promise you. Because last time I hopped into the stage, thought I was ready, just because I was going on a winning streak on Tower of Eternity. Then I got to this stage. I got to this stage. It was just all downhill from there. Had to go and level up some units. So Gara still out here tanking. Took a whole primary Lotus from the boy Lee. So yeah, even though he's dead, his tanking really did help a lot. He was a living sponge for pretty much a lot of the damage and a lot of those special ninjutsus from a lot of the characters on our enemies. So really good all around. Gara doing what he does best. So decided I was going to activate my trial special, because what trial specials do, what you need to pay attention to sometimes, is also that it does, if you, like, your units are off rotation and the rotations are kind of off, it automatically aligns your rotations up properly if you activate the trial special. So I say if this Naruto and 130k, that did a lot of damage. Let's say if that Naruto and that Boruto weren't on the same rotation, if I activated the tribe special, it'll automatically align them on the right rotation. So really good. You do need to pay attention to stuff like that. That's actually a little tip I learned though when I was just playing the game. I noticed I was like, okay, they slide them on the right rotation automatically. So obviously I decided I was just gonna go. I can't remember, what did I do here, because I am doing post commentary here, so I did forget some of the things I did do. Okay, so oh yeah, I think I was trying to take out that Naruto, right? Because I know Naruto's probably the biggest threat, because yeah, when his health is below, he just does so much damage. So when his health is below 50, that Naruto does a lot of damage. I mean, I would know, like, he's my second best unit on my team right now. So all around is that. So I was going to activate these guys, special ninjutsus, well, guys and gal, Sadara, see if we can get those burn. I think it's guaranteed burn. It's not. Okay, so it's not guaranteed burn. And then also Mitsuki, it didn't kill, but it was still able to get them close enough to where next rotation we still, like, any one tap would just be able to kill. So that's all I really want from them at this point. Now it was very on eventful that that Naruto got killed, because to be honest, he was my strongest hitter at the time. So this is why I was kind of getting kind of nervous, because like I didn't have that Naruto. But Boruto, the way he works is that when his health is above 50, like him and that Naruto are kind of yin yang. When his health is above 50, he's actually able to do a lot more damage. So but when it's below 50, his damage kind of falls off just a little bit. So there's that. So we are here at the end. Rock Lee's just about to get the claps, and it's all just about over at this point. So floor 29 all around, it was a lot tough. Like, this probably was the toughest floor. That's why I decided I wanted to do a video on it. So all around, these are the rewards that you're getting. And now how this works, since I'm on this floor every day, I'll be able to get these same rewards every day at resets. So really, really good. And obviously, if I aim to go higher, those rewards will continue to go higher. So all around, that's why I think Tower of Eternity is a game mode that you really need to try and just make sure that you get as far as you can. So it's your boy Kaike, go last guy for more content. Tell me what you gotta think about this. First time doing a video on Tower of Eternity, not the first time I unlocked it, but first time hopping in. So yeah, tell me what you guys, I already said this. It's your boy Kaike. I already said my outro. I do this all the time. It's just pretty much my thing at this point. And yeah, I'm out.